Hey guys, it's Joshua with Pikes Peak Wellness Massage. I'm doing a video this week on the 4 most important stretches you can do in between a massage. It's probably the most requested thing that I get right after a massage is what can I do to feel better in between or until my next massage. So I'm going to show you 4 today, pretty easy to do if you'll do them. The first one is the knee stretch. All right, I try to do this everywhere I go. You can ask anybody in my house. I'm usually doing this on the couch, in my bed, on the recliner, is pull your knees up to your chest as much as possible. Now, because of the clothes that I'm wearing, you may not be able to see it, but I want to get my tailbone right through here, up off the ground, right? I see so many clients every single day that say, oh, my low back, my back hurts, my low back. Any of this kind of stretch, you can do it anywhere, like I said. When I'm laying on the couch, sometimes I'll just pull my feet up. I do it almost every day in my recliner. Just pull your knees up as far as they'll go. All right? I don't weigh anything. My knees come right up to my chest. You might have a little bit of weight on you, and that's okay. Bring them up as close as they'll go. All right? I can even put myself right up towards the wall and help push off the wall. All right, and I can bring those knees even closer and closer and closer. I'm not really that close to the wall, but you get the point that I can put my feet up on the wall. I can put my butt all the way up to the wall and bring those knees as close as they'll come to my chest. And however far they come, try to get that tailbone up off the ground so that what's touching the ground is just my spine. I'm going to roll my shoulders in and I'm going to pull I'm going to pull that butt up off the ground. Right? Great stretch because most of us walk around, our butt's kind of poked out. You know, I have that lower back arch. And this is going to undo that. I'm going to pull the spine in and upwards. And I'm going to undo all that low back stretch. The next one that I'm going to do is a great yoga pose, right? It's a little silly. I'm going to start with that. But when I taught yoga, I made sure that this one was in every class that I did because of how important it is, all right? Cat and cow. All right, you start with cat by pushing your palms into the floor, and I'm going to push my spine up towards the ceiling. Drop your head and relax. Push my spine up towards the ceiling. I'm pushing my hands away from the ground, and then I'm going to do the exact opposite. I'm going to pull my belly to the ground, push my butt out, bring my shoulders back, and I'm going to do cow. You can look up, you can relax your neck. Push that belly as far down as it'll go to the ground. And then reverse. Spine up to the ceiling. I'm going to be in that scared Halloween cat pose. And then undo. Belly to the ground as far as it'll go without coming down to the ground. Don't bend those elbows. Belly to the ground. Push my butt out. And then spine up to the ground. Bring the tailbone in. Drop the head up. And down, up, and then down. All right, so many of those arm muscles, back muscles, almost every single back muscle is working, right? I'm not trying to build muscle. What I'm trying to do is get those tight muscles to relax. So spine to the ceiling, belly to the ground, all right? You can do that as many times as you want, up 5 seconds, down 5 seconds, right? I suggest at least a minute. I'm not going to sit here and do it for a minute. Okay. The next one is probably the most common stretch that I tell everybody to do that suffers from sciatica. And I always tell people this, they get home, they forget, was it pigeon, was it crow, what was the pose called? And then they never end up doing it. So I'm going to show you how to do it today. It's called pigeon pose. If you suffer from any kind of butt pain, particularly sciatica, this is the pose that I always recommend to people, okay? So I'm going to come to hands and knees on the ground, all right? And this is my version of it. I taught it in yoga. If you're a yoga instructor and you're judging me, that's okay. All right, I'm going to leave my left leg. You can do either, but I like to stretch my right side. So I'm going to leave my left leg on the floor. I'm going to bring my right knee up, all right? Okay, so all I am is 2 hands on the ground, right foot on the ground, left knee on the ground. Now I'm going to grab this right ankle and I'm going to pull it across me. All right? I'm going to stretch out that back leg so that more of the thigh is on the ground than the knee. All right? So Jeremy can move around or I'll move around and you can see I was here and I'm just going to slide that back so I can get some of that quad on the ground. All right. Now I'm going to try to sit my butt on the ground. Not everybody can do that, particularly if you're suffering from sciatica. I don't suffer from sciatica, but I do have tight butt muscles. Now this is pigeon pose. I can bring this ankle close to my hands, right? You're really going to feel a good stretch there. If it's too much, bring that ankle close to your pelvic bone. Now this is where most people stop. They put their head up and they relax. Great pigeon pose, but I'm not trying to do yoga. I want to stretch that glute right here as much as humanly possible. So what I always recommend is for you to walk your hands out. You may not get very far. I've done this for years. Get as far as you can. Walk them out. Try to get the elbows to the ground. All right, if you can, try to get your chest all the way to the ground. The lower my upper body goes, the more this butt muscle is going to stretch. So if I can get all the way down to the ground and just collapse over this right leg, 30 seconds should do it. If you really want a good stretch there, do it for a minute. Now this pose is going to naturally cause you to lean forward and away from this butt muscle. To get the most stretch out of it, lean back and try to get that butt cheek on the ground. Now I'm getting a really good pull out of that. You can't feel it, but I can feel it. I'm probably turning red. Okay? So when I'm done, I can just unwind, knees back together. I'm going to bring that front leg up, bring the left ankle across. I'm going to lay that right leg back. Ooh, yes, I certainly did go to work today. I'm going to try, but my left is really bad, is to get this pelvic bone as close to the ground as possible, then my elbows, and then I'm going to try to get, wow, I'm going to try to get, I probably shouldn't have chose this pose for my video, but as crazy as it hurts, I am getting a good stretch out of it. I want to really get a good stretch, so I'm going to try to get this chest all the way down to the ground. And remember, I'm going to want to lean forward and out of the pose because it hurts. So I want to lean back and try to get that left butt cheek all the way on the ground. Yeah, I'm getting a good pull out of it. Now, there's a difference between a good pull and a bad pull. If I'm in severe pain, I want to crawl out of this pose or any of these poses that I showed you because it's hurting too much, right? And you overstretch a muscle, you can easily pull it out, and then you have to come see me at Pikes Peak Wellness. All right. The last one I'm going to do is a great pose for our shoulders. Most people who I see work with their hands. They have their hands out in front of them all day. And their shoulders are pulled forward, right? We eat with our arms out here. We drive with our arms out here. We smack our kids with our arms out here. I'm just kidding. So we need to undo this pec area. You can kind of just look at me and see that my shoulders are rounded forward. I'm a massage therapist. All I do is this all day long. So I'm going to find a doorway. I particularly like a bathroom, but I'm not inviting you into my bathroom. The bathroom doors tend to be a little bit closer. So any kind of door frame that I can get, I'm just going to put my arms right on the door frame here. Put my toes about equal with the door frame, right? If this is too much, I lost my breath from that pigeon pose. Whew. If this is too much for you, you need to come see me, all right? What I'm going to feel is a lot of pull in through my chest here, all right? In a normal person, I should be able to lean all the way in here and not feel anything. Nobody's going to feel like that, all right? Like I said, we all have our arms out here, eating, driving, dealing with patients, touching things, touching our dog. So our shoulders tend to be rounded. When your shoulders are rounded like this, it pulls our rhomboids back here, which is almost what every single one of you asked me to work on second next to the back, all right? Next to the low back. I already showed you how to undo your low back. Arms up here. Toes about line with the door. I'm going to take either foot, doesn't matter. I'm kind of right foot dominated, and I'm going to step through. All right? Now, I took a pretty big leap. If I'm suffering from some sort of shoulder issue, this might be my leap. Ooh, okay, that's enough, right? It's not enough for me. So I take a big step out, and I'm going to allow the door to hold my arms all the way back. Now, I'm a massage therapist, so I'm certainly feeling it right through here. All right, your pecs come up and they attach right to the inside of your shoulders here. And when these are tight, they round the shoulders forward, which is so bad for your pecs and particularly your rhomboids, your trap in the back. So arms up onto the side, toes with the door. I'll do my left foot now. I'm going to step through and I'm going to leave my arms on the door here. I'm going to stretch. The dog is bugging me. I'm going to stretch all the way through. Great stretch. See if I can get a little farther. Great stretch. Okay, so this left is starting to bother me, and it should because I work with my arms all day. Remember, when there's a difference between that, ooh, this is a good stretch, and whoa, does this feel like it's about to pull out? I want to stop when I'm about to pull out. And I'm going to tell you, if this is all I can do, you need to come see a massage therapist. I'm right at Pikes Peak Wellness Massage. We're open every single day except for the weekends. Come see me. All right? And with all this COVID going on, we are doing some extreme cleaning in the office, and you have to wear a mask when you come see me. But go see any therapist, right? I should be able to take that large step into this doorway and stretch this, right? I can certainly do it with one arm, leave one arm here, stretch. I might even be able to get a better stretch because I'm only working one side here. But I can grab the corner back here, really stretch. Ooh, that actually kind of hurts my arm a little bit, all right? I'm going to do it with the other one. I'll put this on my other door, stretch through. I can feel it in my elbow there because I'm stretching that whole arm. Certainly feeling it right through here. All right? So my next video is how to get rid of your massage chair. I think massage chairs are the worst thing invented. My parents are coming this weekend, so it probably won't be posted this weekend. But pretty soon, I'm going to do the top 4 under $50 massage tools that you're probably using wrong that will certainly replace that $200, $300, $400 massage chair that I absolutely hate. All right, so till next time, I'm Joshua.